short reflection.
奉主耶稣圣名，我在这里跟大家做一个简短的分享。
So, hi, I'm Victoria. Currently, I go to Baldwin Park Church, but I'm originally from Miami Church.
大家好，我是 Victoria， 我现在在伯恩聚会。那我原本呢，我是在迈阿密教会。
And since I currently go to USC and I'm about to graduate, I thought now would be a good time to share about my reflection of my college career.
我现在就读南加大，然后我快要毕业了。那我想，因为快要毕业，所以是一个很好的时机来见证。
So when I was still in Florida, we have a kind of tiny church there. We have 2 families.
那我还在佛罗里达州的时候，我们教会很小，我们大概只有2个家庭。
And when it was about time for me to apply to college, I wasn't really thinking about going to USC at all.
那当我要申请大学的时候，并没有真的想到说要申请南加大。
Because I believe me and my mother both wanted me to go to some very prestigious colleges on the East Coast.
那我想，其实因为那时候我妈妈还有我，其实都很想去东岸一些比较著名的学校。
And I had spent a lot of time in my high school doing a lot of extracurriculars, doing a lot of debate, and therefore I missed a lot of Sabbaths in order to accomplish that.
因为在我高中的时候呢，我其实参加很多课外的活动，然后也参加很多辩论，所以我失去了很多安息日聚会的时间。
And I think deep down inside, both me and my mother knew that that was not right in God's eyes for me to miss so many Sabbaths for a debate.
那其实我知道，在我心里，以及在我妈妈的心里，我们心里深处都知道，我们为了这些课外活动而没有参加安息日聚会，其实都是不对的。
I think that we were both kind of weak and that we just wanted me to go to a better college if I could.
但是其实我们那时候，我们母女俩都很软弱，就是只是想要上到东岸的好学校。
So then, during my junior year, I received some recruitment email from the University of Southern California.
那在我高2的时候呢，我从南加大收到一封信。
And it basically told me about a program that basically allowed you to skip your senior year of high school and you can go directly to college at USC.
那封信的内容就是重点就是我可以跳过高3那一年，可以直接上大学。
So then my mother told me, why not apply? It seems like a good opportunity.
那我妈妈就问我说：“你何不就申请呢？这是个好机会啊。”
And I thought, why not? So I applied.
我想说，那为什么不呢？所以我就申请了。
So during my junior year, I only applied to 1 college.
那我高2的时候，我只有申请1间大学。
Because it was just kind of a backup. It wasn't really anything serious. It's just an extra opportunity.
我想这只是一个给自己一个额外的机会。
But thank God that I was accepted into the program.
那很感谢神，我就被录取了。
But I spent a long time not knowing whether or not I should go.
但是我其实花了很长的一个时间来考虑到底要不要来念。
I think it got to the day before the deadline that me and my mother finally started talking about it.
那其实到这个截止日期之前，我终于和我的
Mom.
我总算跟我妈妈开始讨论这件事情。
And in the end, the conversation kind of went like, my mother basically said, "Oh, I think you should go," and then I thought, "Okay, why not?"
那其实这对话内容最后的结果，我妈妈就说：“我觉得你应该去。”然后我自己也决定说 ：“OK， 那为什么不去呢？”
So for us, even though it was kind of a on the spur, why not type of decision, I think that now that I look back, I can see God's will slowly starting to work.
那现在回想呢，那时候的决定好像就是因为什么不去而下的一个决定，但是现在回想，其实是神的工开始做的时候了。
Because I feel that maybe if I had stayed another year in high school, I would have continued doing debate and I would have continued to miss Sabbaths and therefore, my faith would continually be going down.
因为我想，如果我那时候继续留在学校念完高3，那我可能会继续参加很多辩论的活动，然后我的信心会越来越退步。
So in the end, I came to USC, and since the church closest to USC is Baldwin Park, I began going to Baldwin Park Church.
那我最后来到南加大念书，那因为南加大离伯恩教会比较近，所以我也去伯恩教会聚会。
And it was a very different church environment from Miami.
那伯恩教会呢，这个教会环境跟我原本的迈阿密教会很不一样。
Because Miami only had 2 households, but BP at the time, I believe, was the largest church in Southern California.
因为在迈阿密教会其实只有2个家庭，但是伯恩教会那时候应该是南加州最大的一间教会。
So I think it was a very good experience for me.
所以我想对我是个很好的经验。
But also at the same time, since it was such a large church, there are basically, I believe that the holy worker people, like the people who were assigned to do holy work, was basically saturated.
那因为是个很大的教会，但是做圣工的人员好像不大够，非常的有负担。
Because the people who had been doing holy work were probably very experienced, a lot older than me, and probably actually knew what they were doing.
所以那时候做圣工的人员，他们年纪都比我大很多。
But when I went to BP around like 3 years ago, they were also starting to make plans to branch out into Chino Valley.
那我那时候在3年前开始去伯恩教会的时候，伯恩教会正好他们要想说设立分会，就是 Chino Hills 的教会。
So I spent around a semester getting used to the environment of BP, and then after that semester, basically half the church left to go to Chino Valley.
所以我大概花了1个学期的时间来适应伯恩教会，然后过了1个学期之后呢，就有一部分的弟兄姐妹开始到奇诺冈教会了。
And the way that the split worked was a lot of the older working people and working youth were kind of split off into Chino Valley, so a lot of the council members were split off. And what was left at Baldwin Park was basically just the only class that was left untouched was basically the senior class, which were the people around my age.
那刚好分到奇诺冈教会的都是一批社青，然后都是一些职务会的负责人。那剩下来留在伯恩教会，主要就是像我一样是这个大学生。
And because of that, since there's such a large gap and such a heavy need for holy workers after the people had split off, I had a lot of opportunities to do holy work.
那因为奇诺冈教会的设立呢，很多人分到了奇诺冈教会，所以才让我有更多的机会来做圣工。
So if you think about it, the timing that in which I arrived at BP was kind of like almost perfect because I had enough time to get used to it, but also had opportunities to do holy work later on.
所以现在回想，我那时候来到伯恩教会是个最好的时间，因为我刚好可以来适应，然后开始来接下圣工。
So now, as I'm about to graduate, and I look back at all these kind of like 刚好的 situation, like almost coincidental types of situations.
那我现在要毕业了，那我开始回顾这些刚好的这些时机、这些时候。
So for other people who are not believers in God, they may just think, wow, you're so lucky, you know, you came at an opportune time. It's like, oh, good thing that recruitment email came to you or else you wouldn't go to USC.
那如果是对未信主的人，他可能想说，你的运气很好，那刚好有这封信来，然后你能够去上南加大。
But since all of us are believers in Lord Jesus Christ and we're all His children, we know that the things that happen to us aren't just coincidences.
那既然我们在座的都是信主的，然后都是神的儿女，我们知道任何发生在我们的事情都不是一个巧合而已。
So when I look back at these lucky situations, I realize that in the end, this is the perfect will and timing that God had planned for me.
那当我回顾这些恰好的时机，我了解到这是神的旨意。
So sometimes when you're in the event that's happening, you can't really see where your life or where this decision is going to take you.
当你在这个事情当中的时候，或许看不到这件事情会带你到哪个方向。
But once you're past it and you look back at all the events that happened to you, you realize that even though you didn't notice, that God has been helping you and giving you the right opportunities at the correct time.
但是当你经过之后，你就会发现神会预备很好的时机，帮你准备好。
So for us, we know that everything that happens to us is basically God's will, and we must always remember to thank Him for what He has done for us.
所以对我们而言，我们必须要相信，发生在我们身上每一件事情都有神的旨意，我们都要不断的感谢他。
And which is why probably a certain amount of lucky or coincidental events happen to you so that you could come to True Jesus Church and that you can come to believe.
或许是一些很恰好的时机，很幸运的时候，让你能够来到真耶稣教会来信主。
So I think that we have to just remember to continue to be thankful for these situations.
所以我们其实就是要必须一直不断的感谢这样的处境。
So I really thank God for all the opportunities and these coincidental events that He put in my way so that I could be here today.
我非常感谢神，因为神安排了这些 很恰巧的时候，这些机会才能够让我今天在这里。
And I hope that all of us can look back at our lives and look at all the wonderful events that God has planned for us so that we could be here today together.
那我想大家，我们应该也要好好的回想，回顾我们这些时机，才能够让我们今天也一起坐在这里。
So thank God for giving me the opportunity to speak, and this concludes my reflection.
那感谢神让我有这个机会跟大家分享，那我的见证到此。